Hello everyone, I am Renown Zero, and we're back again talking about some more Ripper vs. Detractors, but especially today, we are going to be showing off Riley, Mr. Clipper verse himself, getting absolutely dragged by War Campaign on Twitter. It is glorious to see, and we're going to be checking it out today, as well as some little bit of words from Buster Baxter, but the main topic is going to definitely be about O'Reilly, Mr. Clipperverse himself getting absolutely dragged by War Campaign. Now, I don't agree with things that the people of War Campaign have done in the past, but I absolutely agree with the fact that this guy is getting dragged by them, and it's absolutely hilarious to see. We also got some stuff I'll throw in at the end from actual fandom that's kind of sort of relevant to who he is and all that good stuff. Starting today, of course, with the campaign from Alpha Core number 1. As of recording this video, currently sitting at 961,000, with just a little bit over 16,000 total books purchased, around 16,400 plus purchased, 9,123 purchasers with a 321% sales goal completed. You get 4 different covers that you can choose from. They all look fantastic. I got all of them, as well as a poster and a shirt. Now, yeah, of course, shirt. I'll be picking up the other shirt that they have available currently a little later on. Moving on over to Blade Devil 2 Chains of Blood, currently sitting at a nice 145,000 with 1,550 backers right here. You can select from multiple covers, of course. Covers A through C. Essentially, the summer limited wraparound cover is the cover D. You can see the amazing artwork here from Toxic Man Baby, written by Raging Golden Eagle. Has that more anime manga style type of book if you're looking for that type of style. You get 69 pages of story as well as 2 supplemental stories included. We'll go through all the covers here. You got cover A, you got cover B, you got cover C, which is just a not safe for work version of cover B, and you have your limited summer wraparound cover that I believe goes for 50 bucks, and there's only 100 extra ones being put up, so it is very limited in how many are being printed. You also get a trading card for each cover you purchase, as well as getting this card if you signed up for the pre-launch and back to physical perk. You can also get things like an add-on with Blade Devil 1, mouse pads, waifu pillows, and etc. etc. And you'll be getting all your covers foiled, as well as a art print to go with this as part of backer rewards for hitting certain goals. If you want to get Blade Devil 1 sooner, you can always come here and get your copy of Blade Devil 1 if you choose to do so. It's easier to get it here. Also talking about Joe Ball's Death, Death, Death. 300-page graphic novel, 3 different versions of it, color, line art, and for the manga people, they actually have a manga version that is $18. That's a complete steal for a 300-page graphic novel. You'll see right here what your color pages will look like, your line art pages, and of course your manga edition. I backed all 3 because I want to see the differences between all 3, and I think this is going to be an amazing, amazing book. So shout out to Fix the Industry who actually put this up, I believe today, where it says, so it appears that our favorite parody account, Young Clippa, Chubby Riley, has decided to, quote, pull up on War Campaign and its fans for reasons that I'm not entirely clear on. With this happening, the War Campaign group has launched, I'm just reading it, has launched against Young Clippa and are completely owning him. It's been quite glorious to watch. Rip, you stinky doo-doo boy. You reap what you sow. Of course, people like LG and Professor Hating want to see. This is hilarious. I'm going to be showing you what's going on with this man and why they're completely destroying him. No one really knows who he is. The famous meme of who. It's good to see retards go after each other. That's what it says here. Also, he's screwed, dude. The War Campaign just as crazy and weird as he is. I follow some of them, but I don't really know what they are all about. You think you can help me out with the lore? They're essentially people who have made a Indiegogo campaign called Prestige. They've done some questionable, very, very questionable things in the past, which is why I chose not to back that book. It looked amazing until I heard about their questionable things and decided not to back their book. But Fast Sister effing, I'm not going to read that word, got that ass schooled. What did he get schooled with? Well, Apparently, he really loves his sister. You can see that anyone that has this is part of that war campaign stuff. It says he really loves his sister. And why are they saying this? It's because he decided to go ahead and delete this tweet right here. I will show you that the tweet is indeed deleted, is no longer there. Where people are saying, things like he F's his stripper sister, and then saying, this can't be true. Is it? Laugh my effing ass off. His own words. Is this meme owning me yet? I can't tell. Why you have relations with sister? We'll do this type of the questionable tape just for you guys over at this site. And you can see it right here. There's one comment, right? There's one comment. If I go over to where that is, notice how the comment is suddenly missing. So he absolutely said that, and this is why they're dragging this man. Because he decided to do some weird stuff and say that questionable thing on here. That's why they're absolutely dragging him. He also said apparently he's not as funny as Johnny Somali, whoever that is. But I'm going to talk about comic books and then shave a little arm hair off a mannequin in my living room in like an hour, which he doesn't do because he messed up. I'll be showing a clip of that. You'll see what entertaining nonsense you're going to get with the Clipperverse live stream since fake for canon's sake. He has this weird mannequin. I guess it's supposed to be of Eric July. Doesn't look anything like him. Also, looks like the mannequin is not black either, so it's even worse. But yeah, let's take a look at the amazing content you're gonna get on the fake for canon's sake, and of course the Clipperverse YouTube channel. I'm just gonna warn you ahead of time. It's gonna get a little loud for any of your headphone users, or for anyone in general. It's gonna be quite loud because again, you get loud, obnoxious nonsense from Riley here. I'm warning you now. Just prepare yourself.
We were so fucking close to doing the Clipperverse show for you! I was so close to making this an entertaining day for you! But we fucked up our schedule. And I don't have a video going up on Mint Salad Saw on ASC Presents right now! I don't have a video ready to go.
By the way, this is the bit. Him just screaming at the top of his lungs. That is his entire bit. And why no one takes him serious, because they think he's an unstable human being, because this is exactly his whole bit, is screaming at every moment he gets.
So I can't, unfortunately, do the Clipperverse show today, but we're going to go watch some movies, and we'll be with you Saturday to make sure that you get all the entertainment you can fucking take. See you then.
Yeah, definitely not a very stable individual we got here, right? These people talk like they're the ones who made millions. Yeah, this person is referring to the fans of Rippa, essentially defending, because again, these are the people that care about how much money Rippaverse makes. That's why it's always brought up, because y'all are the ones that brought up and are always bringing up the amount of money that Eric July makes. That's why it's constantly brought up. And you're upset about it. It's okay. But as you can see, I'm going to say it right now, do not interact with this person at all. But you can see like he's essentially trying to be Eric July. He is essentially the tokenized version of Eric July in this case. When it comes to the bio, when it comes to Riververse, when it comes to For Canon's Sake, which by the way, actual Fandom did this over a year and a half ago, so you're really late to the party, and even he failed to use said logo, because all he did was essentially black out the part of Eric's body and put himself there. It's pretty easy to see it too, but this is just, dude, get help. You can see right here, you have what up instead of, and he has what it is. Like, dude, why are you trying so hard to be this person? You should try being your own person, and please get some mental help. You absolutely need it. Moving over to Baxter here. Apparently he dripped accidentally and told someone to go F themselves, and all they're saying is this. Dick Masterson and Vito actually tripped accidentally over what might be the quote biggest problem in comics with Isom. Isom is definitely not the biggest problem in comics. I'm sorry that Isom and Eric July make millions of dollars while you sit up here and cry like little babies, and you think he's the problem. He's the problem. Meanwhile, y'all are the ones that are obsessing over his success and obsessing over how much money he's making on different campaigns, and Buster Baxter, Dick Masterson, Juju the Cow, whatever you call him nowadays. has been crying over Eric July like an ex-girlfriend for almost a year now. So, are comics cultural totems slash lifestyle brands for collectors, or are comics supposed to be entertainment that merges fine art and literature for readers? It could be a little bit of both, by the way. ISOM was exposed as being essentially a cultural totem. It is okay. I don't know what that means, because whatever. It is a culturally sacred embodiment for some people as representation of anti-woke, the thing that it was never marketed as, culture and entertainment. The ideas that the thing represented were actually more important than the words printed in the book, according to you weirdos, not according to people who have listened and watched Eric July for years. This point was made nakedly self-evident in the indignation and pearl clutching we've seen in the past few months as a basic question was asked, what was your favorite part in reading ISOM? See, the problem with this question was that people have constantly answered this question for months and months and months. You'll never accepted that people liked ISOM. You'll never accept that people actually read ISOM. And when they give you their favorite parts, all you do is either laughing emoji, say the part sucks, say the book sucks anyway, so you concern troll and show that you never actually cared about what people's favorite parts of ISOM were. And then you continue to ask the question over and over again to the same exact people, thinking you're trolling. And so what Eric did was a smart move, took your troll, and now he's monetizing it. Because he essentially, as always, monetized haters and detractors, and he's continuing to do it with his ISOM product. But y'all are the ones that are salty that he took it upon himself to monetize your stupidity. I guess one could rightfully ask, if one side is monetizing their audience and selling out as a lifestyle brand is in a culture war, why can't the other, right? Since culture war is now a sport and spectacle, why not allow your team to buy and wear a nice jersey? Essentially selling a bunch of nonsense that no one cares about. That's the difference between this and this. This is something people will actually buy and care about, because this doesn't pander to one side. This stuff panders to one set of people. This, anyone can wear it. Eric's not going to care if someone that absolutely hates him buys it. He will still take their money because at the end of the day, he's a capitalist. You've said this multiple times. But Dick and Vito have hit the bullseye on a core problem in all of comics. No, they haven't. Dick doesn't actually care about comics. He says people who read comics are losers, and yet somehow he's invested in this because his fifis got hurt because Eric July didn't accept his criticism, quote unquote, that was never criticism. The story, the heart of the thing is all that matters. The art is critical for this thing. The comics media is to actually survive. Readers make this an art form beyond just commerce. To cut their chase, many were found to have not actually read the material, according to losers and people that haven't read it themselves. Yeah, okay. How can you so vicariously defend a work you didn't read? Because you can. How can you criticize a work of art before it even comes out? Because most times when you see the artwork, you can criticize a work of art. Similar to a movie trailer, you judge a movie based on a trailer. That's what trailers are made for. Trailers are made to essentially sell and market your product before it releases. What is so difficult about these stupid people on the internet that cannot seem to understand this simple concept? He's just another one of these dumb people on here, on this app, that still cannot understand said basic concept. Trailers have been around for movies forever, and people will watch it and go, hey, I want to see that movie, or hey, no, I'm not interested. That's what the trailer has always been about. It's similar to how Eric July makes animated trailers for his comic books, and people go, that looks cool, I want to buy that comic. So what's the difference? You're not really making an argument here. This is less about the art and more about preference or despising the artist. Dick Masterson gave a great analysis on the comic. No, he didn't. He's a dumbass. He doesn't understand anything past a first grade reading level, and the man said putting an arm on someone's shoulder was akin to assault. And he asked about things that were already explained in the book. How could you give a great analysis on a book when you ask questions that are already answered in the book? That would mean you did not understand the material you read. So that doesn't make sense. Saying the whole Rippaverse enterprise itself is a scam, lol, truth be told, I think it's about as genuine as the Burger King Kids Club. A scam would be, you would be assuming, because you're calling it a scam, you would be assuming that people have purchased product, did not receive said product, and Eric July ran away with the money. The man created a product, people paid for said product, people deliver he's shipped out said product, and people received said product. Why is again this a hard concept for idiots on this app? It's the same thing as the people who call everyone grifters when literally people, apparently you grift on opinions nowadays. Grifter nowadays just means someone I disagree with to these people. It's the same thing as saying the bad guys from WW2. Apparently those are the type of people as well that you just disagree with. They're not actually that thing that they're calling you. But even Burger King Kids Club was trying to sell burgers authentically. So Eric writing the project, paying an artist to draw and pencil and ink a product, hiring a writer to write the product, like in Alpha Core's case, hiring a colorist, hiring people who create the covers, hiring people who ink and pencil the covers, hiring people to color the covers, right? Hiring people to create the product, print the material, ship the material, hiring people to bag and board and package the material and merchandise that is being sold is somehow not selling the comic and said merchandise to go with it authentic, even though there's been multiple videos showing the warehouse, showing the process, showing the different covers, showing the merchandise. Apparently, none of that makes your business authentic. See, this is why I don't take stupid people like you serious. I sit up here, laugh at you, and monetize your stupid opinion. Because that's all this is. All this is a stupid opinion made by a stupid person who probably has no business experience and should not be talking when grown folks are talking. Should probably sit down in a corner and shut the hell up. Did Buster Baxter put a huge exclamation point in his disagreement with Angela? Absolutely, but the lesson was crystal clear. Don't become what we all know we dislike in entertainment. That's literally what Dick Masterson is becoming. We now know major corps are funding, buying and controlling all major news, review, and fandom spaces, as well as some of your favorite influencers. I highly doubt it. This goes back to that whole thing when they say Glenn Beck is controlling Eric July, and Fox News is controlling Eric July, and Fox News funded Eric July even though he had a $2 million campaign by the time he even went on Fox News. And the fact that Eric July has been doing YouTube for 15 years and saved up all of his money and put his own funds into creating a project. He put in all the risk and got all the reward because he had a following that liked him and wanted to support his work. Similar to any content creator on the platform. But you want to sit up here and tell me all this nonsense. Okay. They used Twitter and bot farms in many instances to try and astroturf public opinion on things we knew didn't seem right. You mean like how Disney and many other critics, many other companies paid for people to say nice things about their movies over on Rotten Tomatoes? And they had to change the whole system because everyone destroyed and dunked on Captain Marvel for being a dog shit film that it was? Look, Eric July may not like the criticism, the trolling, I get it, sucks, but a parallel economy requires a higher standard and accountability in order to be superior to its competition. That includes news, review, and critical analysis. Does Eric July need to acknowledge criticism publicly? Absolutely not. But people like these people, which he's still trying to dunk on Eric, and he's probably still salty. This guy's disingenuous. This guy still hasn't got a product out yet, even though he's out here criticizing Eric. Still hasn't put out Super Killer, delayed it till February, and yet he's out here talking bullcrap about other creators that actually deliver a product that they promised that people paid for. Also hoping privately that you, Eric, are listening and applying the things told to you to help you be great. Not a single one of these people could ever tell Eric July how to be great. Eric July has made more money in independent comics than Ethan Van Sciver. Ricada Law did a drunk stream which he deleted, talking a whole bunch of nonsense about Eric July and talking about how jealous he was of Eric July's success. Vito still hasn't put a book out to his 1,400 backers that he got 77K for. Got delayed till February. Buster Baxter is just completely irrelevant, and the only thing he's ever been relevant for is his stupid appearance on Dr. Phil and being Juju the cow. And Mike S. Miller, what is he really doing besides helping Shad Diversity do his artwork for his Sword of the Conqueror? Not really doing much else, is he? So even this person here says, I was dragged by fans of Ethan Van Sciver for asking what the point of putting Cyberfrog on the cover of an old issue of Vampirella was. Quote, for collectors, I was told, but like, you can just make collectible art. Why does it have to be on an old Vampirella comic attached? So I'm still trying to figure out where in this entire garbage that you decided to write out were you correct. Not in a single point you made any sense. And I just proved every single point you made to be incorrect. You want to sit up here, say people's products are scams. Meanwhile, there's a person in that group of people you listed that can't even get a product out. You'd rather spend more time trolling Eric. You got Ethan Van Sciver, who all of his campaigns got absolutely destroyed by a guy who just came out of nowhere with his comic book. His I Someone did better than every single Cyberfrog campaign, probably combined at this point. And you got other mofos that want his business gone, like Dick Masterson over here, which he again puts it on Twitter. Again, has said it in live streams that he wants Eric's business to fail. But I digress. Here he says, I can't wait to hear about the animation studio who would take a meeting with this crap head over a comic with 10K buyers and 1K readers. Both statistics are incorrect. Also, he owns the animation studio. He owns the animation studio that you're complaining about. It's called Ripperverse Studios. Do some research and stop talking shit. Personnel issues. No, you have personal issues. You need to figure it out because you've literally been crying about Eric for months. Even people like CISO have told you how much of a scumbag you are, wanting other people's businesses to fail because you disagree with them, or they told you to go F yourself when you want to sit up here on Flashcast and talk about how Eric's business is a scam and he's a fraud and this and that. And then you wonder why he took your criticism and threw it back in your face and told you to go fuck yourself. And then you didn't like it because your little Fifi's got hurt, you sensitive little girl. Right? You want to sit up here and be a sensitive little girl because Eric didn't take you serious when you decided to call his business a scam and a fraud. And here you are. You want to say it right here. I just want to make sure I get it in this video. No, I'm not hoping that Eric secretly listens to me. He's a criminal and a bully and a bad artist. He doesn't draw, by the way, so you sound stupid. I hope his crappy self-insert comic, which is not a self-insert, financially destroys him. You got 63 interaction likes for your 28,000 followers. Tell me again you're not irrelevant. Please let me know that you're relevant in some way, shape, or form with your 63 likes with 28,000 followers. Just top it all off, I end it right here with this. Coming to us from actual fandom. Seems like after the little spat on Friday Night Tights, Arcade Bird Post hasn't been featured in any videos or streams with Jeremy. Quote, we just take one little thing and make narratives out of it all the time, Griggs. They're usually inseparable. What are you doing with your channel? You're probably still sitting around between 6,450 subscribers to 6,500 subscribers, while Ryan Canal has probably, I think, 275K subs. And you're sitting here stagnant, crying about other people and what you're so interested in what other people are doing. With your one comment, by the way, you still have replies locked with your 3 likes, while you have 1,800 followers. And you got 3 likes on the tweet. Please let the world know what you are actually a fan of. Please let the world know what actual projects you're doing that have nothing to do with other people being more successful than you. Let the world know. You want to sit up here and say how everybody else is terrible. Why don't you stop talking about other people, actually make videos about the things you like, and make your own comic? If you're so worried about what Eric July is doing, what comics he's making. Make your own stuff. But no, that would be too hard for you. Your only thing you can do is talk negatively about other people because you know you can't do even half the things or even a quarter of the things that other people do. So at the end of it all, Riley got destroyed because he's stupid. He says idiotic things that he thinks won't blow up in his face. Dick Masterson clearly wants Eric's business gone because he can never see the level of success that he has. And you got Wyatt, who wants to say that Eric should listen to a bunch of failed people like Dick Masterson and Vito. Now, I'm not saying Nick Rekieta is a failure. He's made a very successful YouTube channel. I've been following him since the Vic Mignogna stuff. And he's been very entertaining. His drunken rants are hilarious. And I've met the man in person. He's a good dude. But the fact that he's defending the nonsense that Dick Masterson is doing is unacceptable. I don't think he should be defending that person. He's literally said to him on live streams that he wants his business to fail. EVS needs to get over himself and figure out how to make his product better and maybe get his product out to people rather than making people wait 2+ years to receive one comic while Eric can literally pump out comics every couple months. It would seem now that everything's ramped up. He'll have Alpha Core out in December. He'll have probably Yaira launch in either January or February, have that out by April. And then when that's ready to come out, Gooding is going to come out. And that'll come out in about 2 months after that. And then probably have Isum 3, probably a Bloodroof book, probably a Norfolk book, probably a Santuan book. And he'll continue to succeed because people actually like Eric and he doesn't hate the people that support him. He thanks them quite regularly in videos and on Twitter because he's enthusiastic about the stuff he's doing. He likes what he's doing and he's appreciative, and he sees the people that are enthusiastic about the product he's putting out. And that's how you should be when it comes to your projects. You should be appreciating the people that are supporting you and put you in the position that you're currently in for you to be able to do the thing that you enjoy the most. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the red subscribe button down below if you feel that I've earned your subscription today. If you want to go a little further, you can always become a channel member with the join button down below. For only $1 a month, you can go and further support the channel. There's also the super thanks button where you can go ahead and further support the channel if you choose to do so. You're never obligated to do any of these things, but they are greatly appreciated. And hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all notifications. That way you get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.